NGO is Youth Reformation and Awareness Center.
So how far have you been going with your NGO?
My NGO is 10 years old, and within that period, we have acquired some good status with the different stakeholders within and outside the country. We have AU ECOSOC status. We have a UN General Consultative status in awareness creation, because we publish, we carry out reformative activities with children. We also train teachers. We work with parents at home. We carry out parental academic involvement. We carry out holistic and holistic education in every area of children's development. That's why I told you that we carry out holistic and inclusive education.
Okay.
So we provide teachers workshop. We train teachers on how to impart knowledge to every child in the school. The right of children to education is that every child in the classroom should learn equally. So we teach teachers to incorporate all the learning styles that each child has in the classroom to be able to benefit like any other child. There's no discrimination when it comes to child rights in education. Every child has the right to learn. And since parents are the first teachers, we carry out, as I told you earlier, parental academic involvement. Teaching does not stop in school. It goes further to the homes. Parents are able to interact with teachers to be able to give the children the best. And even in Sustainable Development Goal 4 that is on education, it talks about inclusive education. And that's what my organization does. We go as far as going to public school to teach children how to study. And we have books, which are used in 5 series of small books that are used for schools, in secondary and primary schools in FCT, in the Department of Guidance and Counseling. We donate those books free to public schools, and we teach children how to study. Why? Because those children in public schools don't have the advantage of children in private schools. NGO person. First of all, the role of the NGO is to liaise with the government for the ordinary person, the voice of the people that cannot come out to speak. But government should also realize the role of the NGOs and give them the space to perform.
Don't they also provide financial?
That's what they should give them space to perform. So when the government does not recognize the NGOs and their responsibility, it's not easy. First of all, they should, like some of us have really worked. I have worked a lot with Ministry of Education, Ministry of Women Affairs, Ministry of Health. And health, I should say, is the only organization that remembers me. They do trainings, they invite me as a resource person. And I'm mainly in education, if you really look at it. I've represented Nigeria in child rights, give reports outside and within this country several years. But when anything happens in the Ministry of Women Affairs, I'm never called, I'm never remembered. Sometimes I even travel with like the last, some years ago, we had a program in Senegal for girls, on Girls Not Bride, with the high-level government of Senegal and UK. There were 5 from each country of West Africa and Central African Republic. And I was the 5th person in Nigeria. Every country went with the First Lady, the Children Ministry head, which we went with the Minister of Women Affairs, directors and the rest. And since we came back, they do things I'm not invited. I don't know anything about it. So that shows you the level of the treatment of an average NGO that exists in Nigeria. They are not encouraged. I'm one of them. I believe I have invested a lot. But you can see how organizations outside can appreciate us, like the UN status we get. It's from outside. They see you as somebody that has given so much awareness. They call you as their consultant and they give you that status. But within your own country, even when you are working, where you are working, even your own state, you are not recognized. So it's like everything is politicized. Even we have experts because NGOs really work and are well trained. Those days we were well trained by the EU and UNICEF and the rest of those international NGOs. But when they want to give out work, they may look for somebody that is not that qualified because the person is in the campaign team, the person is a politician. So everybody cannot be a politician. If you are really a true NGO person, it's called a non-governmental organization. So you are not supposed to work with the government, but to support the government. The strengths we have to build them there, and then to build up our weaknesses also. When you build up those things, you then will be qualified to a particular area to be able to exercise your strength. A child going to school should go and learn and become an expert in one thing, which is one of or all of his strengths. Then coming out, he should expect to have a job. And then he should look back at those that have left school and see how good things are going with them to encourage him or her to be in school. That's one. Secondly, the teachers that teach them should be able to provide the best quality education. And the government should also provide the basic facilities or infrastructure that make learning feasible in schools. Free education is compulsory, is qualitative, and it should add value to life. So when these things happen, then you expect that children will enjoy staying in school. And then in the north, there's a lot of insecurity. So the government should provide proper security so that children are safe in school.
Wow.
They should build schools at proximity rates where children can walk to schools, not spending all their energy to walk and even fall sick. Schools should be built at walkable and accessible distances.
Wow.
There are so many things.
Thank you very much.